While certain sports might be tagged as pay-to-win, Formula One's reality leans more towards pay-to-play, with the financial dynamics of the sport shaping its landscape in profound ways. Here's how Formula One teams make money. Consider the staggering numbers. In 2019, the Formula One enterprise raked in a revenue of a staggering $2.02 billion, and the top-tier drivers could command salaries of up to £40 million per annum, catapulting them into the ranks of the world's highest-earning athletes. These figures are far from stagnating. Even the karting circuit, which serves as a training ground for future Formula One stars, now comes with a price tag sporting six figures. As this financial surge pervades the sport, a new breed of pay drivers has found their way into Formula One, altering its competitive complexion. But let's shift our focus from the drivers to the backbone of the sport, the teams. Formula One isn't just a business. It has transformed into an expansive billion-dollar industry, employing tens of thousands and carving out its space much like tech giants such as Google and Apple have in their respective domains. In essence, Formula One teams are the lifeblood that sustains the sport, making it imperative to understand the financial machinery that keeps them operational. At the heart of a Formula One team's expenses are four main categories: research and development, salaries, production, and operations. Research and development encompass various activities, including wind tunnel testing, track trials, and other assessments aimed at optimizing component performance. Salaries encompass payments to team staff, drivers, think Lewis Hamilton's hefty paycheck, and team directors like Toto Wolff and Christian Horner. Production costs revolve around manufacturing new parts, acquiring components, and even building or purchasing the engine, a cost that can exceed £10 million alone. Operations, meanwhile, cover logistics, travel, client entertainment, long-distance freight transportation, and technology expenditures, with seemingly mundane elements like fuel costs adding up significantly over the course of a season. Consider a hypothetical example where a team's expenses amount to £158 million over a season, a figure that will soon prove pivotal. On the flip side, understanding how an F1 team earns money and generates revenue is equally enlightening. Revenue streams can be classified into four primary categories: FOM payments, sponsors, investments, and driver-linked income. FOM, Formula One management payments, are structured around a multi-column approach, with different sums awarded based on a team's classification and performance history. Sponsorship arrangements involve companies paying teams to showcase their logos on the car, and this can contribute significantly to a team's revenue, especially for well-performing outfits that enjoy greater visibility. Investment is another avenue where parent companies or shareholders inject funds into a team to bolster its prospects. Lastly, driver-linked income refers to payments made by drivers to secure a seat on a team, a practice more prevalent among lower-ranking teams. To solidify our understanding, let's return to our hypothetical team and allocate values. £65 million from FOM payments, £30 million from investments, £50 million from sponsors, and £20 million from driver-linked income. This adds up to a total revenue of £165 million, leaving a profit of £7 million, a far cry from the £158 million in expenses. But is this financial equilibrium guaranteed? Keep watching to find out. Examining the reigning champions, Mercedes, in 2019 reveals an intriguing imbalance. With an expenditure of around $425 million on R&D, manufacturing, testing, and salaries, Mercedes' revenue comprised $180 million from FOM payments, $80 million from Daimler, their parent company, and $160 million from sponsors and tech partners. Crunching the numbers reveals a net loss of approximately $5 million. Interestingly, this trend is echoed across the grid, with most teams aiming to break even, straddling the fine line between costs and revenues. However, as the sport hurdles towards the future, a seismic change is on the horizon. The impending budget cap, set at $145 million, aims to level the playing field by constraining extravagant spending. Teams exceeding this cap will need to adopt a more frugal approach to their expenditures. This transformative step is expected to impact powerhouses like Mercedes, Red Bull, and Ferrari the most, as they recalibrate their financial strategies. While some teams might devise creative ways to skirt these regulations, the change is poised to usher in a more equitable environment. a welcome evolution for Formula One enthusiasts. In closing, understanding the financial intricacies of Formula One offers a unique perspective into the motorsport's captivating world. This is it from us today. We'll catch you guys in the next one.